One of the most important tasks, challenge you will have to embrace on your journey towards recovery is the reprogramming of your brain. No matter what you might be thinking or things you might be listening to, I've always believed there are two critical areas of a man's life that needs to be reprogrammed as he or she is embarking on recovery. Number one, rebuilding and having a vibrant spiritual life. And number two, reprogramming your brain. Because when you can do those two, the physiology side, your body will automatically follow. Now, if you're someone that's about to embark on the journey, or maybe you're someone that's been trying to embark on the journey, you always find yourself in a constant cycle of relapse. Today's episode is crucial for you because I'll be exposing you to the core five skills you need. There are core five skills every man will need that has made a decision to embark on recovery from pornography. Or maybe you find yourself in a constant cycle of relapse and you're asking yourself, Elisha, every time I start, I always find myself back again at square one. To me, in my own journey of trying to navigate how to embark on freedom, how to sustain my freedom, we took countless of trials and error. There are core five skills I have developed. And I know that by teaching other men and showing them what they needed to do quickly at the initial kickoff of their recovery, I've seen tremendous result. Now, in this particular episode, I'll be revealing to you those core five skills. Welcome to another fantastic life transforming episode. I am your host, Elisha. How are you? Hope you're well. So, what are the core five skills you need in order to reprogram your life? The number one skill I've always said to people before you do anything, actually, before you arrive at cultivating those skills, the very first thing we need to do is to identify what are we trying to solve. Because what with guys is that they look at porn as a problem. And I always say to many guys, porn is just an iceberg, is the tip, is the manifestation of an underlying issues in your life. Porn is just an outlet of trying to deal with the pain, the emotional trauma. Masturbating to webcam girls is an outlet deep down underneath a pain, belief system, issues that you've buried away or that are controlling your life, either in relationship, finance, career, spiritual life, whatsoever it is. All these issues must be captured because there is no point in developing a skill without understanding what are you trying to solve. Every skill you're developing must align with a problem. You must be able to ask yourself question. This is the problem and this is the skill I've identified. So by developing and spending time to develop the skill, automatically you can get rid of that issue or the problem. Okay? Now, skill number one. The reason why I see this as the number one skill required in reprogramming your brain is this. 99% of men that watches porn will always masturbate. And I said to men, if you can masturbate, what you're telling me is this, because I know it for a fact. I masturbated close to 14 years. If you can masturbate, what you're telling me is you have developed the act of imagination. You've actually perfected the act of imagination, ability to visualize narratives, ability to visualize events. And in doing that successfully, you've managed to convince your body that, hello, what I'm visualizing is not just mental pictures, it's real, is a real life situation. And that is why When you imagine yourself having sex, the body will give you the same experience when you have actual sex. So, when it comes to the number one skill you need to develop, the of imagination cannot be. You must learn this skill if you are to reprogram and introduce new imagination or new mental picture into your brain. Now, I'm not going to go deeper on how to develop this particular skill episode or videos of some couple of content I put together. But quickly, if you're looking to develop this skill, one of the key things I always say to people is this: you're not going to get to the apex of Mount Everest because you made a decision. It starts by planning, it starts by gathering information, asking for people's advice, packing your information, then embarking on the journey one day at a time. Likewise, when it comes to reprogramming your imagination, you need to ask yourself, what sort of new mental pictures am I looking to paint? What sort of new life am I looking to rebuild? These are the information you need to take time to outline. Then, the moment you make the decision, please and please, I always use this analogy. When you go to the gym the very first day, you're not going to be doing a deadlift of 200 kg unless you are superhuman. You have to start from somewhere because you don't have the required muscles. Over time, when you begin to build your muscles, you can then lift more weight. Likewise, the very first time you start on this journey of imagination, don't go for maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes. You can start as little as 5 seconds. The most important is for you to program the 5 seconds into your days. Every day, begin to engage in those 5 seconds exercise, which then leads to number two skill. The number two skill I believe that is crucial is the skill of repetition. You need to understand the act of masturbation was perfected by constantly repeating habit until it becomes a behavior. And that is the way neuroscientists have actually discovered that brain by repetition, right? Constant repeating, constantly the skill becomes second nature to yourself. So, say for example, the goal is to change a particular thought that constantly bombard your mind. Question: how do you get yourself into that repeated mode? Number one, you look for what do? You look for something positive that will counterattack the negative thought. Meaning, if you're always having a suicidal thought, as an example, now you need to start telling yourself, no, I love myself. I will achieve great things in life. I love myself. I'm not taking my own life. There's a reason why I'm alive. You need to find words that will counterattack those thoughts. Listen and listen carefully. The biggest mistake you can make is to think you can take thoughts to cancel out thought. No. What you use in canceling out negative thought is your speech. And your speech, now I don't want to go to step three, but let's stay on step two. And over time, you don't say this once and for all. You say it over and over and over, and subconsciously you begin to think these new thoughts. Skill number three is the practice of affirmation. Believe me, this skill is so simple yet life transforming. Affirmation can either be loud affirmation or quiet affirmation. You choose. But if you ask me sincerely, I believe so much in loud affirmation. You hearing your voice clearly, the power that comes through your ears and goes into your soul is unbelievable. It brings tremendous transformation. You need to learn the act of affirm over and over and over. I've said this many times in countless of my episodes. Back in the days when I was embarking on my own recovery, I would lock myself up in the room and I'll be hammering those words. I'm not watching porn today. I'm not watching porn today. And my younger brother will be banging the door. Hello. I'm tired of the same words. You have to perfect it. If you are to your brain, if you have to arrest your brain from the existing and old ways of acting or behaving, you cannot ignore the act of affirmation. Now, skill number 4, you must practice patience. Everything I'm exposing you to right now require that you build a skill. And to build a skill, it will take time, it will take intentionality, it will take everything from you. It will take you introducing new systems, new routines, new structure into your life. This will not happen because you made a decision. Don't get frustrated when you don't see result because you are so quick, you are so impatient. The skill of patience simply means you have a goal. You've identified a new skill you're trying to cultivate. You've identified a problem you're looking to solve. Then the question is, which skill is of high importance to me? You pick one. You ask yourself, how do I break down these skills into daily tasks? What certain activities or tasks do I need to do to support the development of this particular skill that will help me or enable me or empower me to solve this problem? Finally, the skill that you need, the act of self awareness, ability to understand what is going on in your environment, ability to understand what is going on internally in your life. The, you must develop an awareness level that is so high that you, when before a trigger event occur, or that will connect to an activity that will cue you into watching pornography or jacking off to webcam girls, you must be aware of the internal activation of emotion that usually lead you to watch porn. You must be aware of the internal activity that is external to you. You must be aware of things that are not within your boundary, but whenever they occur, they usually lead you to watch porn. Your sense of awareness is crucial, because that is where you build in self-control. They needed self-control to tell yourself, no, I'm not thinking that way. No, I'm not going to accept that story. No, I'm not going to follow that path. Your self ability to cultivate an awareness of your environment and what is going on in your life is crucial if you are to successfully reprogram your brain. My friend, these core 5 skills, if you take your time to master them, I'm not guessing, I'm not wishing, your mind, your brain will be reprogrammed. I'm a testament to that, and the countless and thousands of men I've worked with. So, embark on this journey by embracing everything you and I have been having conversation on. Have a fantastic day. Bye for now.